All right, well, thank you all for being here tonight, and I'm sure you guys have lots of questions, but before we open it up, I'd love for you to start with the origin of the story. I know it's adapted from a novel called The Indigo Child, but it's set in Venice and goes along a different timeline. So if you can talk a little bit about your process adapting that story and then bringing it here to New York.
Yeah. We had a good dinner. Kidding. Yeah, I was like, it took me 7 days to write the script. Also was very fast. Usually it took me years. And I moved the story to New York because I couldn't visualize the story in Italy. And because I wanted Adam. No, I'm kidding. So I lived in New York for a while, so I'm familiar with the city. And I felt the same kind of isolation that Mina felt. So I was like thinking that just because I suffer a lot in the city, I can tell a suffering story about the city. And that's it. Yeah. Nothing against America. Yeah.
And so maybe then for Alba and Adam, if you can talk a little bit about how you developed the intimacy, the sort of core of the story, the relationship between your two characters, and how did you guys build that? I know it was a rather short timeline, right?
Was something very, how do you say, we were lucky because we shared the same vision of this kind of work, so we were looking for the same thing. So it's something, we were lucky, I can say. Now you.
Yeah, no, nothing to no, I think because it was so short, it was good because we didn't have a lot of time to. Because we got it over with. No, because we didn't have really a lot of time to think or really plot or plan. So it was a lot of first impulses, and it kind of forced us to go quick, deep, right away. So it got out of our head, and plus all the urgency, I feel like probably made its way into the movie. It was definitely on set.
And how many times did you guys meet before you started shooting to go over this?
Twice. I met you one day.
One day? Wow.
Yeah, one day for rehearsal, basically. Then it was, yeah, then that was it.
Well, let's go ahead and open it up to the audience. Just raise your hand and I'll repeat the question. We'll start right there in the middle. Yep.
Well, I'm a doctor, and there's an obvious biological twist to this. This could be purple psychosis, postpartum madness, a small percentage of women go quite crazy after childbirth. So was that meant to be that this could be a madness after childbirth?
So the question with the person who asked the question is a doctor, and she was wondering if this was meant to be a depiction of postpartum depression.
Actually, no. I mean, that wasn't my focus. My focus was on an overprotecting mother. So I would say that Mina is a mother that maybe doesn't know how to manage with all the love she feels about her baby. I wouldn't call that madness. I would call that obsession that becomes ideology, and ideology can kill. And if you believe strongly about something, you don't listen to anybody anymore, but just to yourself. And you don't share anything with other people, but just with yourself. So you become kind of blind, and that could be very dangerous. But I wouldn't call that madness or postpartum depression. Yeah.
All right, I have a question right over here.
Hi, I just want to comment. I think you did a beautiful job of making us feel both sides. So like the psychology a lot of people on both sides.
So actually, I think I can parlay that into a question. And so the comment was she liked how there's sort of both sides were brought in. We observe Mina's character, but I think the audience's instant reaction is to judge her harshly. Do you feel that Mina should be judged?
No, actually, the movie doesn't judge Mina. I mean, we leave the movie and Adam with a kid with a big loss, which is Mina. And I believe all of us will bring Mina with us tomorrow. If you happen that you're gonna think about the film, you will think about Mina, and so the movie is trying not to judge anybody, not even Anne's choice, which is very hard because she does something very violent and wrong. But the movie is trying just to show and to leave the people think about whatever they want to see it. So it's a Democrat film somehow, because it's true. I mean, cinema has to do that. I couldn't write a film judging any of the character of the film, of course. So this is what we try to do.
Okay, we'll go,